In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all of the new things in the new Yeeps update. First off, we'll start with the item. First off, we have the mace. The mace can be used just like other melee weapons, but it does less damage than others might. However, if you jump off of a tall platform and land on the ground with enough speed, it can cause a big shockwave. Second, we have the fly swatter. It can be used as any other melee weapon would, but it does double damage against bugs, which includes the mini bugs, the big bugs, the spitting snails, the boom bugs, and a bunch of new bugs that were added in this update. So it'll be very useful when fighting the new dungeon. Lastly, we have the turret helmet. It can be equipped on your head, just like a saddle would be, and it will lock on and shoot any hostile mobs. It won't shoot any passive mobs like yaks or hogs, so keep that in mind when hunting those. Now, you may have heard talks about this new dungeon, and you may not know how to get to it, so I'll be showing you how to get the key and where the new dungeon is. If you go down from the pathway and into this little cave over here, you'll find this gnome selling daggers, but if you come over here, there's this gnome selling a key for 2,500 silver beans. So buy that key, and take it out of the cave, and up this cliff, to the frog forest map. Now, across the pond,
Mama,
right over here, is where you use the key. And it opens this door, and the new dungeon is inside. Now that you're inside the new dungeon, you may notice that there are 3 keys right next to this closed door. I'll be showing you how to get each of those keys. First, for the purple key, you'll want to come down to this path. Now, when you step on there, saws come out, so you have to be very careful. And then there's the purple key. And then go ahead, purple key, in there. Next, for the green key, technically, you're supposed to put pillows here to block the air, but I like using this method and just using a grappler arrow to get across. Or you could use a telepearl if you really wanted to, but grappler arrows are cooler in my opinion. Green key, in there. Finally, for the cyan key, you need to get a small potion to fit through there. The ingredients are a purple flower over here, by the purple key room. A mushroom right here, by the cauldron. And then some bones up here, in this little cave. I want to put them in there. And then grab a potion bottle. Put the potion in the bottle. Come over here, drink it, and very carefully sneak through. And there is the cyan key. And you put the cyan key in here, and the door opens. Now, for the rest of this section of the dungeon, you'll probably want to have a crossbow, grappler arrows, and some reinforced pillows in your inventory. Now this first room, big spike pit, and a bunch of little kind of housey things on the walls. For now, we'll just go ahead and use our grappler arrow to zip across. Now, when we go through here, our cotton gets lowered to 500, so make sure you keep that in mind and be very careful. You're gonna have to avoid those little bugs. And then you'll also have to place something to block the saws. Here, I'm probably just gonna... And we wait. Go through. Now this section, you could follow the pattern here, from right to left, or you could just use the grappler arrow again. Now this section, you'll probably want to switch your pillows to these smaller ones, because they're more cotton efficient and a bit cheaper. So then, and you also don't need that anymore, so you can just leave that there. When you go in here, you get blindness, and there's a big spike pit, so you're gonna have to place down some blocks to avoid the spikes. And here we are at the exit. Here is a bit of a mini boss kind of tower defense type area. When you press this button, bugs will start spawning from all the sides, and they will try and attack the center beacon thing. And you have to protect it until this bar up here fills all the way up to the end. And it's really hard to do in single player, so I won't show you how to do it now. But just know that this is the last section until the true boss in the other room. Now that you know how to get through the first part of the dungeon, I'll leave the actual boss fight up to you. But it is kind of difficult, but the rewards will be worth it. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you have fun raiding the new dungeon and getting all the rewards, so have fun yeeping.